Reiko. Reiko has served as general to both Shao Kahn and Shinnok. He also served for a time as a member of the Brotherhood of Shadow. His skill in battle is legendary, though little else is known about this mysterious warrior.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So we got the great value Shao Kahn for you today. Reiko, his name's been said different ways, but I know him as Reiko because when I play Mortal Kombat 4, that's what they say. So if you don't know nothing about this broke man Shao Kahn, he's pretty much, like I said, great value Shao Kahn. He is a wannabe. He is that one guy in class who really wants to fit in, and he sees everybody else clowning in class and he just does something that's just overboard, and everybody looks at him like, dog, what the fuck is you doing, cuz? He's that guy. He's that guy when it comes down to Mortal Kombat villains. Reiko, they don't know so much about this character, but stuff has been sprinkled here and there every now and then about this character, and I wish they would have did him better in the news timeline, but they didn't really give him, you know, I guess it's just dues, it's justice, or whatever you want to say. Just know that the Mortal Kombat comic book will be brought up in this video a lot, because he technically was one of the main antagonists in the Mortal Kombat comic book. So before we get into what he could have been in Mortal Kombat 11 instead of just being some lackey, because he wasn't even in the game at all, and I felt like he should have been in the game too. But let's get into it. Before I get into that though, like I just said, like, comment, subscribe, share this with anybody that loves Mortal Kombat, and whatever else, anime and wrestling as well. So like I said, he is the broke man Shao Kahn, the great value Shao Kahn. Like I said, he is that one dude who goes overboard just to fit in. I said that in the beginning of the video, but I'm about to really hammer it home here. Think about it, when you were back in high school, you were just sitting in class, and they always had that group of kids that always was clowning. And they got that one guy who just really tries to fit in, like really so bad. You can see that the group ain't really fucking with him like that, but he does that one thing, and all of a sudden, oh, he just cool for them 30 minutes. But then he takes that 30 minutes and he tries to make it more than what it is. And he's like, he does it overboard, and everybody just looks at him like, okay, bro, we gave you your time to shine, and now you doing too much. That's what Reiko is. And it's funny to say he's like that, because if you read his bio from every other Mortal Kombat game, he's always been somebody's general. He ain't never been the head honcho. He's always been the general. When it came down to Shao Kahn, he was Shao Kahn's general. When it came to Shinnok in Mortal Kombat 4, he was Shinnok's general. He was part of the Brotherhood of Shadows, which is a group that Shinnok and Quan Chi formed. He won the head honcho of that. He finally got his just dues in the new timeline, but it was only in the comic book, not even in the video game, the comic book. So that's like saying, like, hey, look, you gonna get killed off screen. What's worse than getting, yes, getting killed on screen is bad, but when you getting killed off screen, bro, they're not even like, bro, you ain't even worth the time, bro. We're just gonna kill you off screen. We're gonna put you on the comic book, and we're gonna get you gonna get dogged out badly. And he did get dogged out badly, bro, but we're gonna get to that because this shit's funny too. So like I said, he was always, a general. He was, even though, yes, general does hold power. Yes, they do, call the shots and all that stuff, but he wasn't Reiko Khan, or he wasn't, the elder god of death. He was just Reiko. That's it. Just Reiko. And even being a general, there was multiple generals in Shao Kahn's, ranks. From what we've been told, Kotal Khan has been around for like many years. Hell, he was a general. And I'm like, I wonder who was stronger, Kotal or Reiko. And in the comic books, it showed who was really the strongest. But like the main thing was about Reiko that was funny the most is the fact that he will always be in Shao Kahn's throne room trying on his stuff. Like, think about it like this, guys. If you got an older brother or older sister, and when your sister will be out, with her friends and stuff, you'll be in their room trying on their t-shirts and be all like, playing with their makeup. I used to go in my brother's room and try his chains on and stuff, like used to wear his Jordans and stuff, because he had all the cool stuff. I don't even wear Jordans, But like, that's what he used to do. He used to go in Shao Kahn's throne room when he ain't there, and he'll put the helmet on and he'll prance around like he's really running Outworld. And I'm just like, bro, if you really want it, do what Shao Kahn did. Poison his food. Do like he did Onaga. But I guess he was too pussy to do it. So it's just like, I guess he wanted to be a general. He will always be the bridesmaid and never be the actual bride. You know what I'm saying? So he finally got that taste in the new timeline. But before we jump into the timeline, we need to talk about Armageddon. Because Armageddon had a lot of shit going on. All right. But that Armageddon is pretty much Mortal Kombat All-Stars in my book. And he was in Shao Kahn's fortress, the conquest mode, when he playing as Taven and stuff, and he's down there and him and Taven come across each other, and he just all like, I think he just said something, I forgot what Reiko said. Like I said, he's a forgettable character. And he said something to Taven that had me look at him sideways like, really, nigga? You really still gonna be working for Shao Kahn, huh? You just not really gonna try to, to claim that throne. All right, you dumbass. So you put the hands and feet on him, and you beat his ass, and he runs off. And I guess the text said that he doesn't mind taking this L because he wants to see Quan Chi fall. And I'm just like, Quan Chi. Later on, as you go through the fortress and you get to the top of the fortress, you see that Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, Onaga, and Shao Kahn are all having a conversation about the Battle of Armageddon. And I'm just all like, nigga, you worried about Quan Chi? There's like 3 other people up here that you would have to also watch fall so you can get that done. Like, this nigga's stupid. Like, it blows my mind how dumb this character is. But everybody knows how Armageddon went. Everybody dies except for Shao Kahn and Raiden. And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure Reiko went down there and he was the first person off. He's probably like just stepped out there and something happened to him. I'm pretty sure somebody on the dark side killed him before they even got to the good side. Like, as they run into it, like, at the beginning of Armageddon, as they're, the good side and the bad side are running, charging at each other, I'm pretty sure somebody done tripped him and he probably busted his head on a rock or something because he's just that sorry of a character. Now, the thing that I found funny about the new timeline, though, is he actually did something right. All right. Everybody knows in Mortal Kombat 9, Shao Kahn dies. Yes. Off. Gone. All right. So in between that and Mortal Kombat X, Shinnok don't pop up until Mortal Kombat X. Cool. Fine. All right. So what the fuck is going on in between? Why is there a comic book then? Havoc, who debuted in Mortal Kombat Deception, he loves chaos. So he found a way to get Shinnok's amulet. And it's the most fucked up way. I'm like, wow, they went through all that just for this. What the fuck? And it's like, the first thing that came in my mind when it came to all this, blood magic was thrown in there. A bunch of characters that we would like to see. Well, not, I want to say, they use a lot of characters that we dislike, like Movado, Zhu Hao, Tremor was in there, but that was the first time we ever got to see Tremor and see what he really could do besides that really bad Mortal Kombat game, Special Forces. That's just god awful. But we got to see characters that you really don't get to see a lot. Like I said, Movado was in there. Scarlet was in there. Everybody knows Scarlet didn't come back until Mortal Kombat 11. But Reiko was like in the forefront. He was like main antagonist. And the reason why is Havoc played on his dreams. He pretty much used his dreams against him. He knew that Reiko would go to great lengths to become, the Khan of Outworld. It was to a point to where this dude would sleep with Melina. And it's like, he would let this give him top. This dude would let this give him head. And I'm just like, he probably when she goes down on homeboy, he'd be like, hey, use no teeth. My nigga, she's all teeth, fam. She's nothing but teeth. Like, telling her to use no teeth is like, bro. Like, I can't even come up with a proper joke for that. Because it's just like, look at her. She's just like, she ain't nothing but teeth. She's all teeth and less face when she takes the mask off. So it's just like, the fact that he slept with Melina shows that, like, this dude would do anything to sit on that throne. And he did. What he did was, he popped that coochie and he was all like, all right, bro. Hey, yo, send her to the dungeon or something. Throw this bitch out because I'm king now. And it was just like, he was good. He was good. Until Havoc got what he wanted with the blood daggers. The nigga had popped the amulet in the nigga's head. and split that dude's head open. I'm just like, bro, you a like, you gotta be way better than this. Come on now, you supposed to be replacing Shao Kahn. You should know the ins and outs on how to be a supervillain, especially a Khan at that. But sadly, Havoc did him in for the amulet. Now, does he have a lot of potential? Does Reiko have a lot of potential? Yes and no. And the reason why I say yes and no, on one side, which is yes, he actually could have dethroned Shao Kahn in the new timeline. Like, honestly, he could have done it. He, like I said, he's a general, and he could have found ways around it. You know, just like how Shao Kahn was, I guess, Onaga's right-hand man, and the whole time he was playing like he, you know, was a loyal servant to Dragon King, but poisoned him. He could have done the same thing. What stopped him? I don't know. I guess he just loved being sneaky and running through Shao Kahn's, you know, throne room wearing his helmet, pretending like he was king, or pretending like he was, you know, the ruler of Outworld. And once all the major threats were taken out, you know, Shao Kahn being killed by the Elder Gods, Shinnok didn't pop up yet. So there really was no major threat besides Earthrealm, and people were trying to stop him from, you know, taking over, because we didn't know what his full, you know, plans were, what his intent was to get into Kami Dogos, which were all daggers in the new timeline. Blood magic was used. He used Scarlet, and it was funny because when he threw Katana to the side and just threw her away like common trash after they slept, after he had sex with her, Scarlet comes out of nowhere and tells Melina that, oh, well, you know, Reiko really loved me more than he loved you. Yeah, he used you. He actually cares about me. And I found that hilarious, because I'm like, maybe he's just macking and he's just pretty much sleeping with every female in Outworld that got some type of power, or who is, I guess, you know, a very powerful sorcerer or sorceress, or whatever you want to call them. So I'm pretty sure he was using her too. But in this video, he was used throughout the whole comic book from start to finish. He was the only one that didn't know that he was being used. I'm pretty sure everybody else noticed that he was being used and didn't give a damn, or they were just trying to, you know, figure out how to stop Havoc, because Havoc was the main guy pulling strings from behind, you know, behind the scenes. He was making sure that Reiko and Melina were, you know, bickering in between each other, so that he said, hey, one of y'all gonna have to have an amulet pop up in your head in a couple days. So I just need somebody to be, you know, I guess the conduit, or, you know, the vessel for that said amulet that is Shinnok's amulet. Now, like I said, Brotherhood of Shadows, where are they at? I'm about to say Orochimaru. Quan Chi was probably sitting out. He set this one out. And the reason why I think he probably set this one out is because he was like, yeah, nah, I don't. Look, he doing his own thing. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm still trying to heal. You know, I'm trying to, you know, find a way to get to free my master from his, you know, prison and all that stuff. So we honestly, the best way to put it, guys, he's a hit or miss character. Reiko's just a hit or miss character, and I'm kind of glad that, you know, they gave him his time to shine in the new timeline, even though it was just through a comic and not through a video game. Seeing him be the general of Shao Kahn and Shinnok is just, come on, dude, you could do better. They finally put him on that throne, and he was drunk with power, because to me, I felt like he didn't know what he was doing. He just wanted to be Khan, because he's been wanting it for years. His character is mysterious. We don't know where he's really from. They say Outworld, but I think he might be from someplace else. I always wanted to know if Shao Kahn knew that Reiko wanted to take his place, and he always wanted to, you know, I wouldn't say thought about it, but plotted to kill Shao Kahn. I don't know if he did or didn't, but when Armageddon came around, I guess it didn't really matter, because everybody's killing everybody. So it didn't matter whose side he was on. He was probably going to get marked by either Shao Kahn or somebody in that crater where the pyramid landed. But other than that, guys, that's all I got for y'all. But like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I love making these videos. So more videos like this is coming soon. But other than that, guys, peace.